Good afternoon, everybody. You're watching Rutgers University Scarlet Knights ACHA Division I Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. My name is Carlo Pascal, joining you here for this one. Rematch against Robert Morris here for the Scarlet Knights after a 6-0 shutout loss yesterday to this Colonial squad. Rutgers looking for revenge here in this one today, but we will take a brief second before we get into the starters. We will go down to the scoring box for the national anthem before we get into puck drop here for this one between the Scarlet Knights and the Colonials. Always a wonderful rendition of the national anthem as we get ready to go here for this one. Rutgers versus Robert Morris, round 2 here for this one this afternoon. Here for this matinee matchup here on Saturday. Like I said in the intro, 6-0 win for the Colonials yesterday. Big outing in between the pipes for the Colonials in a shutout victory. Looking at the starters here for this one today, we'll start with Robert Morris. Finnegan, Harrell, Crivelli, Moran, and Chiramonte are the skaters. Caleb McCabe in between the pipes. We'll get to the Rutgers starters in just a second as we get ready to go. Centers at the dot, and we're off and running here for this one. Quickly taken here by Rutgers. They'll send this one forward. Stopped up there by the Colonials as it'll bounce back here to Reagan. Starters for the Scarlet Knights here in this one this afternoon. Nissan Geraci, Campbell, Cotta, Reagan, Fitzgibbon, the 5 skaters. And then in between the pipes, the 39 of Trey Mattern, the sophomore from Manahawkin, New Jersey. This one finds its way up to Campbell. Quickly into the zone, but that's going to be called an offside as Cotta was just over the line. Robert Morris, like I said, with their victory yesterday, 6-0. They've now won 2 straight before coming into this weekend. Had a win back on the 22nd before Thanksgiving. 4-3 win against West Virginia. And they come to town here against Rutgers. Take a big win yesterday on Friday night. Big shout out to Mike Nistico on the call for that one. Now 7-11-1 on the year are the Colonials, and for Rutgers, 6-10-2-1 on the year so far. After yesterday's loss, they've lost 5 straight games, 2 of them being in overtime. So 0-3-2 in their last 5 as this bounces here for Nissan Geraci. Down in the corner, taken now here by Turner as he'll look for an option, finds Butchko at the point. He fires, redirected in front there by Hilliard, just bounced wide. Now here comes Robert Morris flying in, looking for some options. That one goes off the outside of the cage as this goes to the corner here for the 15 of Chiramonte. Picked back up by Turner. He looks for Hilliard. Pass too hot to handle as this will go down the ice. Dobransky will have to go back and collect. Get some help there from Caleb McCabe. His second game of the season here for McCabe. 0-0-1 on the year so far, a 195 GAA and a 938 save percentage. So impressive stats, just looking for his first win of the season. as this goes back up to the point. Shot through traffic. That one's waffle boarded away by Mattern, as this is lofted down the ice here by Sammy Askin for the Scarlet Knights. No icing, it's waved off, as it's collected by Dobransky. He will launch one forward. Quickly into the zone. Here come the Colonials. Firing through. Pad save made there by Mattern. Good kick there from him as this one goes around the wall here for Blevins. Blevins and Reagan there. Bouncing puck collects down low for Ragno. As him and Smargon go to work down low. Picked back up by Nissan Jirachi, and he will move it forward. Wachnichter couldn't handle that one as it's collected back here by Rorich, who will drive in. Puck goes to the corner, lofted up, but not out of the zone. Blevins with a good keep, trying to center that one. Went just wide on that chance. Another look here, goes back up to the point. RMU starting to buzz, as they will send this one around the wall. Finds its way back to Rorich again. Now Reagan along the boards. Reagan collects this one, looking for some options. He'll flip it down the ice. And this will go for a icing here on Rutgers. And I was talking with head coach Joe Dixon for the Scarlet Knights during the pregame. Thought yesterday was one of their worst games they've played so far this season. Looking for some more fight here in this one from their Scarlet Knights squad. Their goaltenders for Rutgers yesterday. Originally, it was the 32 of Michael Labuti, and then in relief, Marcus Paltov came in after the fourth goal of the game, and both goaltenders nearly got ran over 3 times as RMU tried to send this one to the opposite side, looking for Passanante, as he will go into the boards hard, trying to saucer that across. Back up to the high circle. Now taken by Wachnichter, but he can't get it out of the zone. Kept in here by Medved. Centering pass across. Bounces here, and it's taken by Chang, who finds Wachnichter. Wachnichter with Amaskita. Pulls up, backhander right into the slot. No one was home there as Gorman has that one go by him. LaQuatra will drive in, gets stopped up there just below the blue line as it's collected here by Case for just a second. Now here comes RMU again. Kohlberg, he fires in, and that's held on to there by Mattern. Off that draw, Rutgers with the face-off win. It bounces back here for Butchko, as they'll try and keep this one away. Here from the 21 of Elijah Young. Big 6'3", 230-pound skater. As this is collected here by Haynes. He will get up the ice. Looking to drive in here on the backhand. Power mover on, trying to tuck that one 5-hole. Couldn't get it to go. Haynes will keep it in again. Campbell will give chase for Rutgers. Into the corner. Him and Young go to the wall. Bouncing puck for Fitzgibbon. He can't find it. Kata on it again. A bouncer to the backside of the cage. Kata, another chance. Goes up to the point for Haynes. His pass finds Butchko looking for a lane. Backdoor pass. Kata fires and scores! Rutgers take the lead. Finally able to get one past Robert Morris. And the Colonials, down by 1, Rutgers take the 1-0 lead. Let's take another look at it here, if we can. Might have been just behind it already. We got the celebration at least there from Kata. Garrett Kata, his 6th goal of the season, 11th point of the year, as that one is gloved up there by McCabe. So Rutgers, after being blanked yesterday, opened the scoring here in this one off the stick of Garrett Kata. Didn't play in yesterday's game, so good to see him get on the board here in this one. As this is lofted here into the zone. Back to go get this is Reagan. He will send it around. Turner there trying to pin it along the boards. Can't do so. Puck goes down to the corner. Bouncer into the slot. Reagan will take it away for Rutgers as it finds Hilliard. He finds Turner. Turner looking. Down behind the goal line trying to find an option. Spin pass. That one bounces off of McCabe. Goes across into the slot. Sek fires that one. Ricocheted off his stick. Didn't get all of it as it goes to Reagan. Reagan. Backdoor pass looking for Turner. He fell down as it's collected by Charamonte. That pass goes lofted up into the air. Back to it again is Sek here in the corner looking to center. Turner fires. That one stopped by McCabe. Good save there with the pads. As this one sent down around the wall. Collected here by RMU again. They will get it out of the zone. Nissan Jirachi with a good stick there as here comes Smargon. He avoids the big check. Ducked under that hit there from Finnegan. Talked about it yesterday. Now, this is a big Robert Morris team. A lot of skaters over 6'1" pluses. A big hit there right at the red line. Albrecht just got crunched. As here comes Wachnichter. He lays off. Askin fires. He hits that one right into the breadbasket, though, of Caleb McCabe. Shots knotted up at 4 apiece. Here with 13:30 left to go in period number 1. Off that face-off, it bounces here to the corner. Sent around the boards looking for the 19 of Rorich. He will get it out of the zone. Across here to Ragno. He will have to dump this one in. No offside on the play somehow. I thought RMU was pretty far off. Rorich was well inside the blue paint. As Haynes will get this one back. He's hounded there by Ragno. Trying to keep it. Hounded by Rorich. Played along the boards yet again. Good hit along that end wall as that one's waffle boarded away there by Mattern. Askin looking, has Wachnichter on a stretch pass. Trying to break through, able to keep the puck for now. Looking for some help, but he gets stick tapped there by Schmidt. Good back check there by Schmidt to keep Wachnichter away as the sevens came together. Back up at the point again. Knocked out of the zone is Haynes. He will play it across, finds Butchko. And that's going to be called an offside there as Mosquito couldn't get back onside. So Rutgers with the 1-goal lead early here in the first off the stick of Garrett Cotta. Chang will take that draw for the Scarlet Knights. Pass played across, finds the stick of Reagan. Has become a bit of a dual threat forward and defender this year as he breaks his way through. He fires, but that got blocked. Rebound chance was there for Case. Wouldn't go. Puck down behind the goal line. Mosquito chasing after that one. Finds its way to the stick of Dobransky. As trying to center that was Mosquito, couldn't do so. Case around the wall. Good work here from this 4th Rutgers line. As Dobransky tries to move that one, has Mosquito all over him. Dobransky drilled into the boards. Good hit again there from Rutgers. Playing much more physical than yesterday as this bounces out of the zone. Nissan Jirachi will just dump that one back in as he takes a bump along the glass. Saw some extracurriculars in yesterday's game where these two teams did not like each other much during the tail end of yesterday's outing, as this will go for an icing here on the Colonials. We'll have to see if any of that carries over into this one today. Rutgers, I'm sure, trying to play more physical than yesterday. Already seen it a little bit here in the first. RMU starting to match them as they get warmed up here in period 1. Quick take off that draw. Campbell fires. That one got stopped away there by McCabe. Good stop with the pads as Albrecht will play that one across for Gorman. He will dump in. Waffle boarded up into the air there by McCabe. It just floated right into the low slot. Campbell fires. Rebound chance was there. Stopped again by McCabe as it's lofted out of the zone. Foot race the other way now. Gorman chasing after with LaQuatra, and he's going to draw a penalty. It's going to be a cross-checking call here on LaQuatra. So Gorman draws the penalty. Into the box goes the 16 of Joey LaQuatra, the junior from Allison Park, PA. will go to the sin bin, and he's not happy about it. He's chirping right at the Rutgers bench. But either way, the Scarlet Knights will go to the power play. Either team's first look on the man advantage here in this one today. Reagan with this, cycling to the high slot across. Fitzgibbon fires, that got blocked away. Andrew Finnegan with a big block. Had a great shift in last night's third period. Blocked 3 shots, all right off the inside of the foot where there's no padding. Spectacular shift from him as that one stopped away by McCabe. That puck was still loose, but we get the whistle anyway. 1:36 left to go on the power play here for the Scarlet Knights. And like I was saying, Andrew Finnegan, huge shift yesterday. He's got 11 points so far this season for the senior from PA. As this bounces back up to the point here for Reagan. Reagan in the circle, firing through. That one gloved up there for a moment by McCabe, but it's lofted out of the zone off that rebound. Got a little bit lucky there as his defenseman was there to help him out. As this is played to Fitzgibbon. Patrick Fitzgibbon, 13 points so far this year, finds the stick of Campbell as he will lay back here for Reagan. Reagan at the point across. Fitzgibbon fires, that got blocked away again there by Finnegan. Puck goes all the way back here to Mattern. Collected here by Haynes. Now Reagan with it. 50 seconds left to go on the power play as Cotta enters the zone. Already has one here in this one today. As Hilliard sends that to Butchko, a laser beam goes wide. As this goes back up to Butchko again, and it goes back to the neutral zone. Butchko finds Albrecht, who sends this one up for Hilliard. Back to Albrecht again. Butchko. Here at center ice, he will drive forward. We'll just have to dump it up to Hilliard, who gets it in. Not for long, as it's dumped right back to the neutral zone here for Blevins. He gets tied up with Butchko as Hilliard collects for Rutgers. This one dumped in. Dobransky. He will just send this down the ice here with 10 seconds left on the power play for the Scarlet Knights as Albrecht will go back to collect. He'll find Hilliard, who dumps in. Referee had to duck around that one. Shots 8-5 right now. We're back to 5-on-5 with 9:10 left to go here in the first. If you're just tuning in, thank you for doing so. You're watching Rutgers University Scarlet Knights ACHA Division I Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. My name is Carlo Pascal. Thank you for joining us here on this triple-header afternoon here on BSB. We've got 2 more games after this one. Another Rutgers game for their Division III team as they take on Stevens in a big New Jersey matchup. For our BSB Game of the Week, set for a 7:15 puck drop. And then at 8 p.m., also make sure to tune in as TCNJ takes on Canisius in a big NECHL matchup. Those 2 teams will face off tomorrow as well for a matinee at 12:30. And then we've also got one more Rutgers D3 game tomorrow evening when they take on Sacred Heart. So a big weekend to close out the fall semester here for all the teams we cover here at Breakout Sports Broadcasting, as this is taken by Rutgers here in the zone. Bouncing puck for Smargon gets dumped down the ice. And they're going to wave off this icing. Mattern has to come out and play it. Nissan Girachi can't hold on to that one. Has it taken away by Hayburn. He looks, backdoor pass, just couldn't connect on the feed. Was Passanante as this finds its way up to Walknichter. Walknichter flying into the zone, down around the goal line. Gets pinned up along the boards on the back check here for Hayburn. As this bounces back up here to the hash marks. Askin back up to the point. Gorman fires, that got blocked away in front. Bouncing there, couldn't get to it. There was Chang. As Albrecht tried to get on that one. A bouncer here to the corner, finds its way to the stick of Dobransky. 7:20 left to go here in period 1. Still a 1-0 game in favor of the Scarlet Knights. As Mosquito lays a big-time check along the boards. Good hit there on Passanante. As Gorman will find some room and skate it up the ice himself. He'll just dump in as Mosquito will give chase. Puck up to the point here for Case. He will dump it back down low. Gorman in there hunting for it. Jumped up in the play here as Mosquito will get this one back. Quick shot, that got blocked away. Back up to the point, and it's out of the zone as Case nearly got ran over there right in front of the RMU bench. Elijah Young going at it there along the blue line as this finds its way to the hash marks here. Young just dumped Case to the floor. No call, we continue. As Young gets it back, tried to play it out of the zone, couldn't do it. Fitzgibbon now with it on the backhand. He goes around the goal. Back up to the point here, finds it up to Haynes. Across, Butchko looking, tried to toe drag, but it's cleared out of the zone, and we're going to get a penalty. It's going to be against RMU, delayed penalty here for Rutgers. As Haynes will take this one back. Fitzgibbon got knocked down behind the play, as Butchko will keep this here. Able to keep that away from the 23 of Caden Johnson. Still have the extra skater on right now, as now it's touched up. Here by Trevor Kohlberg. And to the box goes the 7 of Trevor Schmidt for an interference call. The freshman from Beaver, PA will go to the sin bin. 6 points in 18 games for Schmidt. So back to the power play goes Rutgers. Another look here on the man advantage. Face-off win here for Rutgers to start the power play. Collected here by Campbell. He'll skate to the blue line. Plays down for Fitzgibbon at the bumper position. Back up to the point here for Reagan. Through traffic, he scores! What a shot from Reagan! A seeing eye wrister from the top of the blue line, and Rutgers are up by 2. Let's get another look at that one here from Reagan. Beautiful setup here off that initial draw on the power play. Great work here by Campbell to go to the point, get some room, set up, find Fitzgibbon, who goes back up to Reagan on the pass and was able to snipe one up into the top shelf there. Used Fitzgibbon as the screen. As that one's taken away, RMU looking to capitalize on that turnover from Mattern and get one back, but weren't able to do so as that bounces here the other direction. 2-on-1 here forming for Rutgers. Here comes Turner. Turner fires. Big rebound left up by McCabe, but Hilliard couldn't get there. Turner will keep that in. Good keep there at the blue line. Like I was saying, Reagan with a great shot through traffic, used Fitzgibbon as the screen. As a big hit there from Albrecht. What a check there from him. As this centering pass stopped away, touched by Hilliard, and we're going to get a penalty. And they're going to call that one on Albrecht. They're going to say it's interference. Let's take another look at it here. That's a big hit there from Albrecht as this puck came back the other way. Gonna look at it if we can here. And they will call that interference. Puck was well gone. Definitely an interference call there on Albrecht. Couple seconds late, so to the power play go the Colonials as they'll get a look here on the man advantage. Across. Pass back up to the point, shot through traffic. That one goes redirected wide off the stick of Connor Moran. Good chance there as this goes back up to Roerich. Roerich at the hash mark, swap spots there with Moran as Roerich will play this back up to the blue line. Finnegan plays across, finds Ragno, back to Finnegan again, over to Roerich in the circle. He fires, goes up and over the bar. Puck to the wall. Bouncer here along the boards as this goes down low. Looking for an option. Stopped by Mattern. Big save from him. And he'll jump on top of it. Shots 9-6 in favor of Rutgers. They've got the 2-0 lead. RMU looking to try and get one back here. With 4:23 left to go in period 1. Still have 1:20 left on the power play. At the point, Roerich with it. Trying to go for the backdoor feed. No one was there as it's played back up to the point. Good keep there. At the blue line by Finnegan again. As this one skips here to the right side boards. Up to the point, Finnegan has that one knocked away. Amoskita trying to go the other direction. He's closed off, though, by Roerich. 2-on-2 coming back the other direction now. Firing through, stopped by Mattern. Rebound chance was loose as Turner lays the body. Roerich with it again. Laying this one off, looking for an option. Pass back here. Finds Finnegan as that one trickles wide. Reagan with a big hit along the boards. He's going to draw the penalty. As back to touch up on it is Robert Morris, and we're going to get an elbowing call. This is going to be on Connor Ragnow. An elbowing call here on Ragnow. The senior from Johnstown, PA, will go to the box and will play some 4-on-4 here for about 28 seconds. Quick clear down the ice, and this is going to be an icing call here on RMU. .324 left to go here in the first period as this one is sent around the wall here off that face-off. Kata trying to keep that one in, couldn't do so. We'll go back here to Butchko as he'll calm things down with time winding down. A 4-on-4 abbreviated Rutgers power play coming up. As here comes Butchko. Now a power play for Rutgers. Hilliard into the zone with 1:27 left to go on the power play. Butchko tried to fire, but it's broken up. Out the other way. Here comes RMU. Quickly into the zone. Pass played back here. As they'll just fire that one in. Mattern had that one bounce on him. Bounced right off the top of his glove. As it's calmed down here by Haynes. Haynes back here for Reagan. He will try and get the moves on. Gets pinned up there. Some good stick work from Zachary Blevins as he'll play it across for Haynes, who will get into the zone and try and set up. Fitzgibbon to the corner. Bouncer here. Campbell will try and get to it. Get some help along the boards from Haynes, who will pinch in. Haynes looking across. Finds Reagan. A bouncer that gets by him. And it comes out of the zone. Out the other way. Flying through shorthanded. Backdoor pass. They go up and over. Good chance there for LaQuatra, but it won't go. As now here comes Campbell. Pass through. Looking for Sek with 20 to go on the power play. He goes into the wall hard. Reagan can't keep that one in, just came out. Reagan quickly back in. Fake the slap shot, will fire one to the back door. Trying to walk through that one up and over from Campbell, and it comes careening all the way out of the zone. And that will do it for the power play for Rutgers. Not able to get one on that chance as Fitzgibbon will dump in. And I think we might get a too many men call here. Not sure what the call was for. Must have been a hand pass. Must have been a hand pass call, so this will come all the way back into the Rutgers end. As this bounces here for Gorman, he has it taken away. Quick wraparound chance, that got broken up. And the net comes off, it's Moorings. We were having some problems yesterday with the net down on the right side of us here. Coming off its pipe, and it's Moorings the entire night yesterday, regardless of who was in net in front of it. First time it's been dislodged today. As this bounces here for Gorman again off that draw. Albrecht can't get to it. Back up to the point, it's kept in by Finnegan. Finnegan around the wall, looking for an option, trying to center that one back to the slot. No one was there off the stick of Ragnow. As it finds Moran. Moran, a bouncer, that hit off the referee, and it's out of the zone. Good clear there from Rutgers as this is dumped back in. Albrecht. He'll send around, has it taken away. Looking to center that one. Good back check there from Smargan to knock it aside. Actually, that was Alex Sek. As this backdoor pass again broken up, and we're going to get another penalty. Delayed penalty here on Rutgers as this goes to the point. Shot through traffic. Mattern will get the save. And we're going to get a cross-checking call here on the Scarlet Knights. Looks like it might be Albrecht. So indeed it will be the captain going to the sin bin here for Rutgers with 27 seconds left to go in the first. So a brief power play to end this first period here for the Colonials. If they don't score, we'll continue into the second as they have it here in the circle. Quick shot fired through. That went wide. 12 seconds left to go here in the period. Finnegan at the point, lofts one through, waffle boarded away by Mattern as it gets played behind the goal line. Looking for one last chance before the period ends, and we get a whistle. The net came off its moorings again over to the right of Mattern. So with 2.9 left to play here in the first, pushing and shoving going on here before the face-off. Butchko having some words there with Ragnow. Off that draw, quickly won there by RMU as this one goes to the corner, and that will do it for period number one. Haynes having some words there with Chiaramonte as they will separate. Refs have to break them up. But that will do it for the first, a much improved first period for the Scarlet Knights as they take a 2-0 lead into intermission number one. Shots are 11-9 in favor of Robert Morris. There's still going to be 1:29 left to go on the power play for the Colonials at the beginning of the second period, but we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the second period of action for you. You're watching Rutgers University Scarlet Knights ACHA Division I Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Rutgers University Scarlet Knights ACHA Division I Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. My name is Carlo Pascal, and we're going to get a quick redo here off the first draw for the second period. The clock was set to 15 minutes for some reason instead of the normal 20, as we'll get a redo here on the draw. But once again, thank you for joining us here for this matinee matchup here between the Scarlet Knights and the Robert Morris University Colonials, as now we are off and running here for the middle frame. 2-0 the score in favor of Rutgers after one. Goals from Garrett Cotta and Connor Reagan make it a 2-0 game right now. Reagan's was on the power play. And speaking of the power play, that's exactly what RMU are on right now. They're on the man advantage for 1 minute. Coming into the second period, starting on the man advantage as this bounces back here for Moran. He will go up to the point, looks for an option here, finds Finnegan. He lays a pass off. Looking for the backdoor feed. That one kicked aside by Mattern. Good kick save there with the pads. Up to the point again is Finnegan. Walking in lower, stick check there by Campbell as this puck is lofted up to the blue line. Campbell still with it. Trying to work his way through, cutting into the mid-slot. He fires, that got blocked away there by Finnegan. Finnegan's already blocked about 4 shots here in this game, and we just started the second period. As that one gets stopped right at center ice. Now Hilliard fires, that one got knocked away there by Caleb McCabe. And we'll go up into the netting and out of play with 17 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Here for the Colonials. Rutgers, an excellent first period after getting shut out 6-0 yesterday. Great way to start this game here for the Scarlet Knights after yesterday's outing. RMU looking to try and turn the tides here in the second and get back to how they were playing last evening. 5 seconds left to go on the power play, is trying to cut through the center ice there. Walking through one last chance is LaQuarta walking there. That shot goes wide there from Passanante as this will come out of the zone. Bouncing puck, Turner trying to knock that down. He'll dump in. Hilliard will give chase on it. As he tried to center looking for Turner, just couldn't connect on the feed. This bounces back out. And a send forward by Schmidt. Sek across. In stride, here comes Reagan flying in. Reagan still with it. Looking to go top shelf, but he sends it up into the netting. Some excellent edge work there from Reagan, somehow able to stay on his feet there. He's now got 10 goals on the season, has hit the double-digit mark in the goal category for the sophomore from Haddonfield. He's been spectacular so far this season. Off that draw, Rutgers with a face-off win. They will send it around, but it finds the stick of Dobransky, and he will move it forward and out. Here comes Kohlberg flying in. Plays a pass across, looking for Johnston. As this goes back to the blue line, now taken away by Rutgers. Askin flying in. Sammy Askin, saucer pass across, finds its way into the slot for Sek. Turnaround shot stopped away there by McCabe. Big stop there by McCabe. As that pass picked, Wachter fires, that goes up and over the bar. Puck to the boards, Dobransky. He will keep that one away, plays it across up here to the 13 of Connor Evans. The freshman will get this one forward. He gets taken down there by Smargon as the pass is played back for Haynes. Haynes looking for Wachter. This will go all the way down the ice. No icing, though. Didn't have enough juice for it as it finds its way to Matthew Friel. As this bounces here for Connor Reagan. Shot 16-14 in favor of Rutgers, as Reagan will skate this one himself again. Trying to weave through the defense. Looking to get by here on that move. Drop pass back for Amoskita, and Reagan will draw a penalty. Delayed penalty here for the Scarlet Knights again. Amoskita, backdoor. Gorman fires, that's kicked aside, and now it's touched up by Finnegan. And we're going to get a holding call here on Robert Morris. And it's going to be on the 20 here of Matthew Friel, the freshman from Ohio. Will go to the box. And another power play opportunity here for Rutgers. 1 for 3 here in this one this afternoon as this goes back up to the point off the clear attempts. Butchko finds lower to Turner. Second unit on here for Rutgers to start this power play. Albrecht across. Looking here for Hilliard down in the corner. He will go to the point, gets by Albrecht, and will go all the way down to Mattern. Collected here by Cotto with some speed down the near side wall. He will fly into the zone, pulls up down at the low circle, and gets set up. Bouncing puck for Hilliard. He finds Albrecht at the point. Down low, finds Turner. Turner searching for some options, cycles back up to the point, back to Hilliard again. Back to Turner now. They play catch with each other. Hilliard in the circle. He fires. That got sticked aside, and it goes back to the neutral zone. On that clear there from RMU. Now Butchko will lay off for Albrecht. 1 minute left to go on the power play for the Scarlet Knights as Butchko will fly into the zone. Butchko pulls up. Looking for some options. Reagan calling for it here at the point. Isn't going to get it, though. Goes down for Turner. Turner looking to the back door for Cotta. Couldn't connect. Reagan couldn't keep that one away. Cleared out here by the Colonials as here comes the aid of Blevins. He will just dump it into the zone as him and LaQuartra will go off. Pass up for Cotta. Cotta will play this around the end wall. 27 seconds left to go on the power play as Turner looks for an option, finds Cotta, trying to shovel one towards the cage, couldn't do it. Turner on it again. He will look for Cotta. Cotta whiffs on that pass, but gets it to Fitzgibbon anyway. He will go back to Cotta down behind the cage. Back to Fitzgibbon. Looking. Reagan at the blue line. Back to Fitzgibbon again. Down low for Cotta. Tried to get that one to the slot. Fitzgibbon with it. Saucer pass. Reagan in the high slot. He fires. That went well wide. Power play over. We're back to 5-on-5. Rutgers still with it. Haynes a drop pass. That one meant for Cotta again. Long shift here for him as he will try and fire a shot through. That got blocked away there by Dobransky as he will corral this one here. And Robert Morris with another good kill there. Rutgers now 1 for 4 on the power play as here they come the other way. Reagan with a good back check, trying to saucer that one in front that wouldn't go off the stick of Chiaramonte. As here comes Smargon into the zone. 2-on-1 looking, he fires but it went wide. Opted to go for the shot instead of the pass there for Walknichter. As a big hit the other way, trying to dance through, Mattern with a good stop. And on the rebound chance, here we go with some pushing and shoving. Down next to Mattern as someone's stick just got knocked out of their hands. I think that was Connor Ragnow who went hard to the net there. Indeed, it was the 14 of the Johnstown, PA native. And it looks like him and Haynes are both going to go to the box for some coincidentals here. Haynes will get a rough, and Ragnow will get a slash. So we'll play some 4-on-4 hockey here. We're going to see if it's going to be 4-on-4 or 5-on-5 with the coincidentals. Seems like that's how they're going to call it. And it will be 4-on-4 actually instead, so they're going to say they were 2 separate penalties. So we'll play 4-on-4 here yet again between the Scarlet Knights and the Colonials. Shots 16-15 in favor of Rutgers. Shots were almost dead even yesterday as well. As Reagan will send that one forward. Here comes Cotta with a breakout. Cotta fires, held onto by McCabe. Good look there for Rutgers, trying to find their third of the game. I mentioned it in the first period. Rutgers trying to snap a 5-game losing skid. Have lost their last 5 games, 2 of them being in overtime. And 4 of those 5 being against any CHL foes in their conference games, as Reagan will collect this here up the boards for Turner. Turner on a breakout, 2-on-1 here with Cotta. Turner trying to power move, that shot went wide. Had some mustard on it, but just couldn't get it to the far post. As Turner tried to put it back down low, looking for Cotta, it won't go. As the pass is played out here for the Colonials. Here comes Robert Morris flying in, trying to get around the defense. Sharp angle shot on the backhand, stopped by Mattern. Good look there on that chance. There from Devin Rorich. That was a great move and a great look there for Rorich. Trying to break the drought for Robert Morris here in this game and get it back to a 1-goal outing. As this puck goes to the point, we have a minute and change left of 4-on-4 time as Albrecht will play this around. Butchko will send it up. Campbell nearly mishandled the puck there. He's able to keep it, though, as he'll gain some speed through the neutral zone. Quickly in, he fires on, rebound chance, loose at the doorstep, but it went wide. McCabe made the initial stop, and Wachnichter was there to try and get a rebound chance. He'll go to the bench. Fitzgibbon hops on. Back the other way, this shot goes wide off that chance from Ragnow. As Butchko can't get around that check there for Moran. Looking, backdoor pass went wide on the feed for Chiaramonte. Now here comes Butchko. Gets by one defender. Into the corner, trying to find Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon with 15 seconds left of 4-on-4 finds Reagan, cuts by one. Walking through, Reagan tried to go top shelf near side, but hit off the post. Kept in here by Rutgers. Reagan with a good keep at the blue line. All by himself, tried to get a shot off there with 3 defenders hanging all over him, and it's cleared out of the zone. We're back to 5-on-5. As a big hit there right at the blue line, a massive check by Rutgers, a bouncer here into the corner. Nissan Geraci will hold on to that one. Hilliard down behind the goal line. He's squeezed up against the end glass. Looking for some options, goes back up to the point here for Nissan Geraci. Reagan, quick pass. Hilliard just couldn't handle it as it was in his skates. As this one bounces here right to the net front, a bobbler there right at the side of the cage. Quick shot goes off the crossbar. Sex somehow couldn't get that one to go. Hit right off the crossbar and out. That's 2 posts in about 2 minutes there for Rutgers. Nearly made it. 3-0. As this will go all the way back. No icing, they're going to wave this off. Rutgers are able to get the change off here as Rorich goes chasing after that. Case gets a stick into him as it's dumped in here by the Scarlet Knights. Case will chase after that. Amasquita will give chase as well. Goes into the corner hard. Case comes in to collect. Case able to keep this in at the blue line. Will put it back in deep. Back to get it goes Pirelli. Now Amasquita with it, trying to get a shot through. Amasquita, a bouncer goes cross ice to the opposite circle as this one's lofted up nearly out of play. That one nearly hit the netting there. Somehow hit the end of the stanchion. As this pass tapped forward here for Chang. Chang quickly into the zone. He tried to find a pass through, couldn't do it. Still able to keep the puck as Amasquita comes over to help him. Now Case. Case looking, tried to go to Chang, just couldn't connect on the pass. As this will go out the other way. Big hit there from Albrecht again. No call, we continue. The Robert Morris bench wanted one there, but they're not going to get it. Over halfway through this contest as this one goes down the ice. No icing, they're going to wave it off. There's a stick down behind the goal line here for in the Robert Morris end. As this one bounces into the slot, they score! It's Fitzgibbon! That one bounced right into the low slot, and Fitzgibbon was waiting there on the back door, crept in and was able to put it home. We'll take another look at it here. This puck bounced around from behind the goal, and it got passed across. Fitzgibbon just worked his way into the low slot and ripped that one home past the blocker side of Caleb McCabe. And Rutgers are up 3-0 here over the Colonials. 9:15 left to go here in period number 2. Over halfway through this one here between the Scarlet Knights and Robert Morris. As this is sent around the wall. Puck bouncing back to the red line here. Good stop there by Fitzgibbon. Able to keep this puck in the zone. Rutgers doing a great job of stopping the outlet plays today here against the Colonials. Haven't been able to break out much. They've done a great job of really hemming in. Robert Morris in this one this afternoon. Good bounce back game as Reagan with a huge hit right at the blue line. What a check there. Open ice collision for Connor Reagan. As here comes Smargon. He fires and it's held on to there by McCabe. Let's get another look at that hit here from Reagan. Big open ice check, green light collision here. Here for Reagan, as we'll get a look at it here in the second as the play developed here. Puck bounced out here to the neutral zone and a huge hit there from Reagan. Big stand-up check. Big open ice hit there from Connor Reagan. He has it again here off the draw. Slap shot fired through, but it's gobbled up by McCabe. That's a big check there from Reagan, and a big shot from Reagan as well with the slap shot. Up to the point, Reagan with it. Pass down low, looking for some options. It goes to the corner here for Finnegan. He'll get it out of the zone or not. I thought that came out. Nissan Jirachi with a good keep. Looking for the backdoor for Askin as he just got dumped. And that will go up into the netting. Off this draw, it's taken here by Turner. Good face-off win for Rutgers as he will keep this down in the corner. Pin up along the boards, bouncing puck to the wall, taken by Turner again. Quick shot, he goes up and over the bar. And there's a pile-up right in the low slot. Sek got tied up down there with Andrew Finnegan. Quickly off that draw. RMU with the face-off win, but it's taken by Gorman. Had it for a second, but it's skated out here by Corbin Ragno as he'll chase after it. Bouncing puck to the corner. Hilliard will get that. Out of the zone it comes, back to the neutral zone. Couldn't hold on to it was Braden Medved. As Reagan will play this along the wall, looking here to the opposite side. Pass right through the middle. Dangerous pass there for Rutgers as it's dumped back in deep by Robert Morris. Shots 24-16 in favor of Rutgers. They've got the 3-0 lead with 7:15 to go here in the middle frame as Reagan plays it across here for Sek. Pass tipped in by Turner. Wholesale line changes coming here for Rutgers as it's collected here by Blevins. Blevins, drop pass. Bouncing puck here into the circle, taken away by Rutgers again. Turner driving up the ice, trying to cut by the defense, looking for an option. Down behind the goal line now, tried to spin one back into the slot, no one was there. Case now goes to the wall. Case fighting along the goal line. He's still on it, cycling back up to the high slot, he fires with his glove down there by McCabe. Scramble off that face-off. It goes up and out of the zone, dumped down the ice. Mattern's going to have to play this one. He'll just pitch it around the cage. LaQuatra able to get there for a moment. Kept in here by RMU as a big hit along the boards there from Case. Puck still pinned in the corner. Hayburn moves that one around. Puck back up to the point, kept in there at the blue line. Good keep from RMU as this bounces over to the opposite side wall in front of the RMU bench. And it's just tapped back in by Finnegan. Puck now the other way. Taken by Amasquita. He will just dump this to the corner as Campbell gives chase on it there. Fitzgibbon will knock it in. Campbell again looking for Cotta, trying to get a shot off. Couldn't do so. Got tied up there by Pirelli. Big hit in the corner again by Fitzgibbon. Puck goes to the wall. Butchko with a keep. Only has it for a second. Taken back here by Pasanate. Couldn't get it out of the zone though. Walking through is Campbell. He pulls up down low. Up to the point for Butchko. Butchko through traffic. That one bounces wide of the cage. Looking for a redirect there as it goes over to LaQuatra. He can't handle the pass. Campbell in the slot. Looking. Tried to find it over to Cotta. Just couldn't get a shot off as it bounced away. Fitzgibbon with a good keep. Good forecheck from Rutgers. Cotta fires. A trickling stop there from McCabe. And it comes careening out of the zone off Haynes' stick. Cotta nearly had a second of the game. Would have made it 4-0. As Campbell trying to catch RMU in a change. Here he comes flying in. Saucer pass knocked away there. Rebound chance loose in front as down went McCabe. He might have got hit in the face here. McCabe might have got a stick right up into the face. He seems okay as he gets up. Got bumped right into and might have got a stick up high. Seems like he's okay. Referees are going to discuss this here. No penalty. We continue on here with 4:38 left to go in period number 2. Face-off win here by Robert Morris. As this one's sent around the wall, but not out. Reagan with a good keep at the blue line. Finds Hilliard on the feed. He fires. And McCabe, yet again, will gobble that one up. Bouncing puck off that draw. Hilliard tried to get a shot off. Turner got tied up. Hilliard will get it back for Rutgers. Tried to center one into the slot, looking for Sek. Won't go. Out the other way. Here come the Colonials. Dumped in by Chiaramonte. He will try and go to work down in the corner. Not able to do so. Coming over to get some help was Moran and Crivelli as it's picked back up here by Sek. Sek into the zone, drop pass, Turner, he's decked to the ice. Turner able to get back up and keep it though as Reagan looking for Sek, rebound chance there, going to the back door, went wide. Good look there for Rutgers again, as this is pinned up along the boards. Pass forward, finds the stick of Moran, he will get it up the ice. Just dumped in there by RMU as Chiaramonte will go to the bench. Pass up to Turner. He did not touch that. And this will go for an icing here on Rutgers. Faceoff will come back into the Scarlet Knights' end. Both teams in game number 20 of the season so far here on Saturday, December 6th. We had some snow here in Jersey this morning. As Mattern with a big stop and they score! And Mattern getting into the face now, and a big hit there from Haynes. Haynes just ran over Corbin Ragno. As Mattern was having some words there with him, Haynes come over and drilled him. Actually, that was Reagan who drilled him. And the refs are going to discuss this. So RMU cuts the lead down to 2. And both teams doing some chirping here. We'll get another look at this here. So it was right off this face-off here, a quick shot off that draw from the point. Mattern made the initial stop, and on the rebound, it was knocked in. And chirping going on from everybody. And it looks like it was Devin Rorich who scored the goal. And referees are going to discuss things here. So we'll have to see what the outcome of this is. These teams have been going at it for a lot of this game already. The chippiness, the chirping going on between both of them. Obviously, the hitting has been a big factor. Rutgers playing very physical after yesterday's 6-0 shutout. And getting a ton of chirping from over at the bench from both teams. So RMU cut the lead down to 2 and make it 3-1. Only penalty going on the board is to Connor Reagan. So after all of that, it's going to result in a Colonials power play as they'll try and drive into the zone. Haynes goes down into the wall with Rorich as RMU look to try and get themselves back into this game. Rorich trying to get around Campbell, still with the puck. He lost an edge. He's able to keep it and play it back, though. Finds it over to Moran. Rorich with it again. 3 minutes left to go here in period 2. Up to the point for Finnegan. Pass off. Walking through. Moran fires. Big time stop there by Mattern as it goes to the corner. Got some help from his defense, and it's cleared out of the zone. They actually still haven't put the goal for RMU on the board. It should be 3-1. It says 3-0 up on the scoreboard to the left of us here. 3-1 is indeed the score as this one's sent around the boards. 1:10 left to go on the power play here for the Colonials. Up to the point, Finnegan across, finds it to the opposite side, looking for the back door again as Mattern just got ran over. Pile up down in the crease as Moran ran over Trey Mattern. That's the 4th time this weekend that a Rutgers goaltender has been ran over. And now the referee's going to go talk to the Rutgers bench. I wonder if they're going to say that Mattern initiated contact here. We'll see if there's going to be any penalties out of this. Not sure. If there is a penalty, I'd assume it'd be goaltender interference. Referee's now talking with the Colonials bench. Still 58 seconds on the original Connor Reagan penalty. And it doesn't look like there's going to be a penalty here on this play. So no penalty called. We continue on just 5-on-4. As now here comes Campbell the other way streaking in. Campbell tried to get by the defender, couldn't do it. Rorich got back and knocked the puck away as he collects it here. Rorich, stick check there by Campbell. Pass across, finds it up here to Moran. Moran, saucer pass in, looking to get it back on that feet. It's stopped away there by Haynes as it's lofted up and out there by Campbell. Pass down the ice, goes back here to Finnegan as he finds it up here to Ragno. Ragno across Moran, tried to get a shot off, couldn't do so. Now it's knocked away there by Mattern. Quick shot there, stopped by the blocker as Moran looks. 12 seconds left on the power play. 92 seconds left to go here in the second period as this one saucer backdoor meant for Ragno won't go. Turner will now collect, and that will do it for the power play. We're back to 5-on-5. Turner across, tried to find it over to Reagan. As Turner tried to get a shot off, couldn't do so. Reagan trying to fight for that one as this goes to the corner. Sek with this. He'll get this one in his skates for now. Doing a good job to keep it away as here comes Nissan Jirachi. Over across, Turner walking through, slap shot that got blocked away. Turner, spin around shot stopped aside again by McCabe. Goes back to the point. Turner with it here in the circle. Across, finds Nissan Jirachi again. 48 seconds left to go here in the period as Sek goes down low. Sek spinning around, trying to find a lane. Plays this one across, looking for Turner on the opposite wall. Turner cutting in, trying to get a shot off. It's steered aside and lofted out here for Rorich. Rorich will just dump in a bouncer. Goes down to Nissan Jirachi as he finds a pass forward. That one, they're going to say is touched by Hilliard as he'll go to this one in the corner. Hilliard looking to center, across to Sek, he scores! Alex Sek, his first of the year, puts it top shelf there past McCabe, and Rutgers make it 4-1 with 15 seconds left. We'll get another look at it here on this goal from Sek. Great outlet pass here from Nissan Jirachi, trying to find Hilliard. He got the tap into the zone, and the chase. Good work here as it bounces here to Sek, who lofts that one top shelf and makes it a 4-1 game. As Nissan Jirachi will just skate this one back here with 5 to go in the period, and we'll just eat out the remaining seconds of the second. And that will do it for the second period. 4-1 at the end of 40 minutes here between the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Robert Morris Colonials. 4-1 in favor of Rutgers, shots 28-20 at the end of 2. And that will do it for the second period. As the referees getting a talking to, or a mouthful, I should say rather, from the RMU head coach, Mike Joseph. That will do it for the second period. We're going to step aside, take a short break, and we'll have the third period coming up for you in just a little bit. You've been watching Rutgers University Scarlet Knights ACHA Division I Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. Don't go anywhere, here for a big third period. How's it going, everybody? Just hopping in here really quick to say that there is a delay here at the rink. There's an issue with the ice. When the Zamboni did the ice cut, it made grooves in the ice almost about maybe 3 yards or so right in front of the RMU bench, across the red line in front of the Rutgers bench. So they're going to try and do another ice cut and try and fix that, but we're going to be in a bit of a holding pattern until then. But we're going to still be on break until that happens, until that's finally fixed, and then we'll be back to the action here between the Scarlet Knights and the Colonials. But we'll step aside once again here, and hopefully won't be too long here in this little break here to fix things up on the ice. All right, everybody, we are back. So, unfortunately, the game is being moved to the other side of the building here, and there are divots in the ice, like I was saying in the break before, Dylan, if you can zoom in on it. It might be kind of hard to see on the camera, but it's viewable here, and the referees have deemed it unplayable on this ice for the rest of the third period, or for the entire third period. So they're going to try and move the game to the other rink. We're going to try our best to try and get everything over there to stream the third period, but we're likely not going to be able to do so for the third, unfortunately. We're going to try as much as we can, but it's going to be very unlikely that we get to stream the third period. We're going to try and record it anyway so that maybe we can post it afterwards and just get the third period up so you guys can watch it. But either way, apologize for not being able to get the third stream for you guys. We're going to try to, but no guarantees. But either way, been a good game so far. 4-1 Rutgers. The score right now, shots 32-20. For more updates, keep an eye on the social medias for Rutgers and for RMU, and we'll go from there. But either way, that's going to potentially wrap things up for this one. And thank you once again for watching. Make sure to tune into the rest of our games here on BSB. We have another Rutgers game later on for their D3 team. Likely will be on the other rink, so we'll have to try and move everything over there anyway. And then they take on Stevens later for our game of the week here on BSB, and then TCNJ takes on Canisius at, I think, 8 p.m. So we'll have to try and play it by ear here, but we will let you know. Yeah, thank you very much once again for tuning in. We apologize. Nothing we can really do about it up here in the broadcast booth, but either way, we're going to try and see what we can do and get the stream up for you guys for the third, but no guarantees. Once again, thank you for watching. We really appreciate it here at BSB.